All right, and welcome back to another episode of Perspective in Pokemon. I am super excited to have Randrell with me today, aka Fire Type Energy. I've been catching him mostly on Instagram. Been watching some of his YouTube videos though, and man, like if you have not seen his YouTube videos or his videos he puts up on Instagram, you seriously need to go check him out. Like seriously, I just love your videos. Like they're so entertaining to watch. And so yeah, I'm very excited to have you on the show today, man.
Oh yeah, me too. I'm so excited that you reach out to me. I'm happy to do this with you, and I really appreciate it. You checking me out and checking out my channel and my editing. Yeah, so I'm really happy about that. Just happy to be here and just talk to you one on one.
Yeah. So for anyone who doesn't know who you are, could you give like your 30, 60 second, like just brief intro?
Oh yeah, for sure. Okay, so my name is Randrell. I'm the host for Fire Type Energy, and yeah, so I live in Georgia, from the South. And I love Pokemon ever since I was a kid. I'm 90s, I'm 28 years old. So like 1993, I'm a 90s baby. So I grew up with Pokemon. And so yeah, let's see. Yeah, that's pretty much it, right?
Sounds good. So did you grow up in Georgia? Is that where you're from, like originally?
Yeah, I grew up in Georgia. That's where I was born, raised. I was born in Augusta, Georgia, but then we moved down to Marietta, Kennesaw area, and that's where I grew up at
All
near
right.
near Atlanta. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. See, I've never really been too much to the south. The most south I've been is like Texas, but that's it.
Oh yeah. Where are you from? If you don't mind me asking questions.
No, no.
Okay.
You can ask as many questions as you want. We will
Good.
go in any direction you want to go in, man. No. So I'm currently living in Utah. But when
Ah, I
people
got you.
ask where I'm from, I usually say California because that's where I lived the longest. Like my
Mm.
family was always moving around. I was born in Jersey. I lived in New Hampshire. I've lived in Delaware. Like I've kind of been all over the
Right.
place. But
Right. Okay.
currently in Utah.
Utah. Yeah. Yeah. I was this here, Georgia, born and raised. I travel, to California. I've been to California before, Colorado, New York, but really I just stay here, in Georgia.
Sounds good. I might have to go visit Georgia one of these days.
Yeah, I'll show you around. That'll be cool.
Here, then we'll open up some packs together. It'll be all good.
Yeah, that would be amazing. I would love that.
No, like seriously, like low key, what I want to do one of these days, like after pandemic stuff, all that stuff is gone. Like,
Mhm.
and when I have a little extra money, like one of these days, just go like almost like on a mini tour and just like hit up a
Right.
bunch of like PokeTubers and other people and just like open up packs with them like one on one. Like I think that'd be like
That's a great
just
idea.
fun.
Yeah, just the whole COVID-19 is, affecting that, but for sure, that's a great idea to do a tour like that and stopping by PokeTuber stops
Uh
and
huh.
just open up some packs. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I like that.
Yeah, check out a bunch of like collectible shops, card shops. Like I think that'd be like super
Exactly.
dope.
Yeah, exactly. I like that.
Yeah. So you mentioned you're a '90s kid. You grew up with Pokemon, but like, do you remember how you first got introduced to Pokemon?
Oh yeah, so growing up in the 90s, uh where I was currently was living at, I had a neighborhood friend and he had an older brother and handed me a box full of Pokemon cards. I didn't know about Pokemon cards. I knew about the show and the show, but I didn't know they had Pokemon cards. And he had like a shoebox full of his old Pokemon collection and he handed it to me for my birthday and it had literally base set Venusaurs, the Charizard holographics, Chansey, all that, like the whole base set. And he handed it to me because he didn't want them anymore because he was like in a teenage range. He was
Uh
like,
huh.
because I was like, probably like 10 years old, maybe or something like that. But he was like in the teenage range, and he just didn't want Pokemon cards anymore, so he just handed them to me, donated it to me. And that's how I was like, whoa, the artwork goes crazy, I was like, what? The Charizard? So that's how I got into Pokemon cards and collecting Pokemon cards. It was
That's
all because of
awesome,
him. Mm-hmm.
man. That was a really good present.
Yeah, very good. But see, now it's crazy because now I some of them are like missing. Even the Charizard is missing. So once I heard, years later when that Charizard is worth money, I couldn't find it. I only can find like half of that collection. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's how it goes. I remember going to my mom's house and looking for my old stuff. Like this was like maybe 2 years ago or close to 2 years ago now. And she's like, "Oh yeah, I threw away your Pokemon cards ages ago." I'm like, "No."
Oh my God. No, that's the worst one. When they throw them away, like not
Yeah.
misplacing it, but just throw them away. Not even asking you, do you want them anymore?
Uh-huh.
That's crazy.
So, like, were you always collecting like since you were a kid, or were you like most '90s kids who kind of fell out of it when you were like a teenager and then came back later?
For sure. Once I started hitting high school, the doing schoolwork and marching band. That's when I was into marching band. So it took most of my time collecting Pokemon cards, or even like trying to enjoy Pokemon in general. Because it's just long hours of practice and everything. So I did fall out. I fell off a little bit,
Mhm.
but like recently I started picking right back up. Collecting Pokemon cards, and still I was still watching the animes and playing the games as well. I was still playing the Pokemon games. But collecting wise, yeah, I was just too busy with school and marching band for me to collect.
Yeah, no, makes sense. So,
Mm-hmm.
if you don't mind me asking, like, what got you back into collecting recently?
So let's see. To be honest, it gotta be the OGs like Leonhardt,
Mhm.
Real Breaking Nate, even Enlisted Leaf. Like they really brought that childhood memory, unlocking that childhood memory, and that just genuine a magical feeling that you get when you open up Pokemon cards. It's not really for the money, but just to see them getting excited just because the artwork and the chase cards or whatever for their personal collection, that got me ready to collect again. Reach down, tap into that inner child that is always inside me, you know, just to fall back in love to Pokemon. So that's what really sparked that flame that I always had inside me to collect Pokemon cards again. So I
That's
got to shout
awesome.
them out. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, and I think they've done a really good job in helping people, like whether they're in their 20s, they're 15, they're 12, like getting into Pokemon.
Right. It's a really great feeling. Like it's
It
Pokemon
is.
in general is magical. It's really I don't understand how they can capture it for so long, and it's from all ages. It's really cool. It's really great that the community can it brings in a lot of people together. It's through
Mhm.
Pokemon, and that's pretty cool.
Yeah, 100%. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it's live yet, but the last interview I did was with Cool Squirtle Gaming, and he was kind of saying we were kind of talking about that same thing, how like Pokemon is just it's almost like it becomes an avenue to like
Mm-hmm.
building people up to connecting with other people. Like it's not just about the cardboard, it's not just about the games. It's like it's so
Right.
much more that it
It's so
brings.
much more. Yeah, it's so much more. And and like that I can agree with that. I can most definitely agree with that. That it's way more than cardboard. I don't know. It's just it's like I said, it's magical. I don't know. Can you really explain it? You just know that you get that feeling, and everybody just have the same interests as you. And to be honest, it's not really toxic to the community. There's a lot of community out there that can be toxic, like anime community. It can be low key toxic in a way because old heads are bashing the modern anime. People who grow up with Naruto and Dragon Ball Z, they're bashing with the newer age. It's not like that. I feel like everybody just love old sets and new sets and modern sets. So that's one thing I feel like that's what separates the Pokemon community different from other communities.
Yeah, it's definitely a much like obviously there's going to be like your bad apples everywhere, but like
Right.
overall there is it has been one of the best communities that I've seen.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, for sure they're gonna be bad apples here and there, but hmm like scalpers, that's a bad apple itself. Somebody have to ruin the fun sometimes, but overall, it's a great community to be in.
Oh, for sure, 100%.
Yeah.
So then I'm curious now, what made you want to start your YouTube channel?
Okay, so like I've been editing maybe since I was 19 years old, so it's been almost 10 years learning how to edit videos. because like I fell in love editing videos, and I self-taught myself to edit videos. So once I had that spark of collecting Pokemon cards again, I did some off camera, and then I got to thinking I should broadcast, showcase me opening up Pokemon cards and making it fun, entertaining, and I already got the editing skills down. I'm at to a point where I have a nice computer, nice camera, so it's like I think it's time for me to start my channel. I think it will be a great learning experience. Overall, just want to give out that magical experience that I get when I open up Pokemon cards and just showcase to people with the same interests. So that's what really helped. That's what really made me want to have my own Pokemon channel, my own YouTube channel.
I love that. And let me just say, as someone who has watched your videos, like you do, like that magical feeling that you're talking about, like it totally comes through in the videos. Like not
I
only
try to keep it raw,
well, it's like you just get so. I love when people are like genuinely excited opening up packs. Like I just love it. Like again, maybe it's the kid in me, like seeing the kid in you. I don't know what it is, but it's just like I just love it. And then like mix in like your editing. It's just, oh my gosh, dude, I just love your videos. Like I
really appreciate it. Yeah, I try to keep that raw energy, that genuine energy, not trying to have a fake reaction. I don't know how you can fake a reaction, to be honest. If so I try to keep it nice and genuine. When I pull that card that I always wanted, or just something's not even knowing the set, and I'm like, dang, that artwork right there, I didn't know they even had that in there, And I love editing, so I always trying to make my video pop, try and make it unique, So I really appreciate your feedback on that.
Well, I love that, what's cool about your channel too is that how you said you love editing, you love Pokemon, and now you get to combine the two.
Yeah, they combine the two. It's just I can't ask a better duo than editing and Pokemon. That's like me in a candy store, a kid in the candy store. Like I'm like, I know a lot of people don't like editing, but man, it's not. I love editing. I can sit there hours and hours just to edit my videos, to edit any type of video. I'm That's always awesome. There to do it. Yeah.
So I'm curious, has anything surprised you so far since you started your channel, or about having a channel?
Yeah. Just having a channel in general.
Yeah.
Yeah. One thing for sure, like I knew going in that you got to put in a lot of work. It's like a job, and that's what's surprising. It really is. You want to make it into a hobby, but at the same time, I feel like it is more like a job, because you really got to if you don't put in your all into it, then it's not going to come out like you want it. So you really got to put in the hours. It's a lot of hours into it. A perfectionist like me, So that was a surprise, is that I put in hours into it, and like almost like a 9-to-5 job, and trying to have a schedule, trying to have to see what time to post them. So yeah, you really got to put in your time and effort into having a channel.
Yeah, for sure. And I think that's something that if you're not doing it yourself, like having a channel, you might not see, especially once you start having like people who are actually watching. Like if you have like no one watching, then it doesn't really matter. But yeah, that's something I realized, like I'm like, oh my gosh, there's actually like people who expect to see a video this week. Like I need to make sure that, like, not that it has to be like perfect, but you have to, you try to give it a good experience. You want to, like you're saying, being authentic, you do all that good stuff, provide for your own community.
Right, exactly. Yeah, you don't it doesn't have to be perfect, but as long as you put in like 100% into it, I feel like then it's it's all good, it's all golden. And like you said, like your own, you start to build your own little community, and there's things that they get excited, possibly way more than you are in the video, and that's really exciting for me. It's like I'll pull a card and I'm excited, but then it's somebody who's like even way more excited than you that you pulled the card, and I think that's awesome.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
So what has been the best part though so far of you having your channel?
best part is to be in the community, the Pokemon community. Besides Pokemon, the best part is to have supporters to support you. There is, if you have like one person looking at you and like appreciating your work, it means the world to me. So even if my view count is low, say that I have 40 views, that's 40 people watching your channel. And I think that's amazing. You know, everybody get caught up with numbers, but just to see 40 people watching your video, to watch your channel, is that that means a lot to me. Mm-hmm. And I think that's the best part, is that people are stopping by and wanting to watch what I have to say or watch what I have to show. And good and bad, you know, I take in all the criticism, take all the good criticism, you know, or good and bad. But that's the best part, is to form a little community and just to showcase your content and people appreciating it or giving you feedback or, you know, all types of reaction to it. And I think that's the best part for me.
Love that. And yeah, and definitely, like, for anyone who wants to, you know, have a channel one day, or maybe they're just starting to build a channel, like, whether it's 40 people, 14, 2 people, like 4,000, like that is literally 14 people chose to not watch The Office or whatever on Netflix or whatever. They chose to watch your 15-minute, 20-minute video. Like,
that's amazing, you know? Yeah, put it in a perspective. Yeah, I believe that. That's still crazy. Like you said, out of their 24 hours day, they watch your 15-minute video. You know, that's insane.
Yeah. So I think too often, you know, people, especially like maybe some of these teenagers coming up, you know, they're seeing these YouTubers who have like 1 million followers, 500,000 followers, and they're like, oh, I just got to get there. I got to get there. Like, that's it. You know, that's where I got to get. It's like, no, dude, like, just enjoy the journey. Like there are people who are going to follow you, and the people who are there in the beginning and like stay, like, oh my gosh, like those are like, that's like your tribe, you know, that's like the people who are supporting you from day one. That's like, you got to make sure you're appreciating them, that you're actually building a community, you know,
a genuine community, not just because of, you know, whatever you like, you know, like a giveaway or something like that. You just want a genuine community that appreciate your work. And like you said, like, you got to appreciate the journey. Everybody always focuses on the destination, but the journey is what really builds you and molds you to be that 2 million subscriber, you know. Like, everybody look at where they are now, but they don't realize that it took them years and years and years to build that, you know. So you really gotta understand that.
For sure. Like, something that I actually tell people to do, and I wish more people did it. And we can take Leonhardt and Unless to Leaf, because they're like the biggest PokeTubers. But and I appreciate that they have not taken down their first videos. Because some people, when they get bigger, they take down their first videos because, oh, they didn't know what they were doing. But I appreciate that, because you literally can go like keep scrolling, scroll through like hundreds of videos, but you can go scroll to their very first videos, and you can see how they were like, they had like a crappy camera. They didn't show their face. They were doing whatever. In fact, I'm pretty sure Unless to Leaf like wasn't even doing Pokemon stuff. Like, he was doing something else. Like,
exactly, with Leonhardt too. He was doing something else as well, and because I did the same thing. I'll go back to their very first video, and it's not even Pokemon related. You know, like you said, crappy equipment. That's what they had. They just used what they had. You know, it's like you seen them now at their peak, at their top, at their prime. But if you go back to where they all started, it all looked almost the same how we started. You know, yeah. So
100%.
And then they, like you said, they didn't even they wasn't even doing Pokemon. They were doing something totally different, you know. So it's okay. It's like going to college, you know. It's okay to change different majors, you know. You thought that you want to be this one, and you end up changing. It's okay to change majors, you know. So I feel like that's the journey of having your own channel, you know.
For sure, 100%. And so, like, if you're wanting to start, like, you just gotta start. Like, even if you don't have fire type energy editing skills, like, just start with what you got.
Just start what you got. I do get a lot of comments and people messaging me saying that, oh, I just checked out your channel, your videos, your editing is top notch. It makes me want to edit better. And and I tell them that, yeah, man, I really appreciate it. But man, if you just start and just build yourself up, you for sure your editing will come. The more you practice, the more you make videos, the better your editing skills will be. And that's what you got to do. You just got to dive into it. You just got to make that leap, make that jump, and everything will come through. Everything will come.
For sure. Yeah, especially because, at least for me, I think it's super interesting. Like going back to Leonhard and Endless Leaf and anyone else. You can do this with luckily there are lots of people who still have their first videos or first posts, their first blogs, whatever it is that they do. Like I think just seeing that progression is just so interesting.
Yeah.
Because again, it like for someone like me, that I'm like, oh man, like my gosh, like they start out just how I did. Like it's
right.
It makes it more real,
Exactly. Yeah. So any progression is a progress, So to step forward, even if it's small increments, you're still moving forward, no matter what. You're still better than your past self, And if you do, take a few steps back, it's okay because you're gonna take that one large step forward. It will. You just gotta learn from it. It's a learning experience.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
So I'm curious, before you started your channel, did you have any hesitations about starting?
No, I didn't really have hesitation. I just maybe the only hesitation I had was to make sure that everything was lining up before I start. I didn't want to hastily make a channel and don't have a plan. Sorry, I activated Siri.
You're good.
Sorry about that, but I didn't want to start a channel and not have a plan at least, So that was like my only hesitation is creating the title, make sure what is my content going to be, at least have a little layout. And if I'm like 80% there, then I started my channel. So that's like the only hesitation I had.
Gotcha. And so I'm curious, what has been your favorite set that you've opened up so far?
Ooh, so far? Okay. So far. Did I have to pick one or top three?
let's do top three. Let's do top three.
Top three? Okay, so top three. I would say, I gotta say Matchless right now. Matchless is my favorite right now. Japanese based at Matchless Fighters. Let's see. Oh, I just recently did Shiny Legends. I haven't posted it yet. And that's one of my favorite videos. And I think that probably might be one of my favorite set that I opened. And Battle Styles. I really like Battle Styles.
Dude, I love Battle Styles, man.
I love the artwork is going crazy. I love it.
Like,
so I would say Battle.
Go
ahead. Yeah, I would say Battle Style, Matchless, and Shiny Legends. Hidden Face is good too, man. There's a lot of great sets, but those three, I'll say I'll put those three out there.
That's awesome. No, I was just going to say, man, people have been like making fun of Battle Style, just saying it's a crappy set, and I'm like, nah, it's so good.
It's good. It's really good. I don't understand, especially with people that don't want to pick up Battle Styles because there's not a Charizard in there, man. Stop it. Like, get up. I know the pull rates are hard, but the artwork is just really, really good. It's really good. It's really good. It got a lot of insane pulls, alternate art. Don't get me started. It's just really great. It's my personal favorite.
Yeah, and Houndoom is my favorite Pokemon. And they have like 3 Houndoom cards, like with that and with the build and battle and whatnot. I'm like, oh,
I love Houndoom. That's my favorite. That's my favorite dog Pokemon. My first favorite dog Pokemon is a Houndoom, and that's my chase card. Is the shiny gold card of Houndoom. That's my favorite. Here. I need that.
I'm working on it too, man. I'm working on it too. So
yeah, Battle sounds good.
So, do you have any collecting goals that you're currently working on?
Collecting. When I first started, it's a reach too. It's a big goal. It's to collect all the Charizards. All the Charizards. But right now, I wouldn't say that's like my current goal. But like right now, my collection goal is to complete the Battle Style Master Set. That's my first goal right now.
Nice.
Is to complete that. Yeah,
That's also
so
one of
that's
Pokemon.
gonna be my first time ever trying to complete a master set, and that's battle style. So that's my collection goal right now.
Dude, that's what's up. I'm gonna have to hit you up, like, see how you're doing, because I'm about 60% of the way there.
Yeah.
But most of it is I don't have the ultra rare. Like I have like I'm missing like 95% of the ultra rares and hyper rares. I have like everything
Right,
else.
right, right. Yeah. I meant, yeah, it's going pretty well. I miss, like you said, the same thing, ultra rares, rainbow rares, and all that. It's kind of tough to get like the reverses and the holographics, those type of cards. But it's coming along great. I don't know what percentage I'm at, but I'm most definitely gonna finish it.
Yeah,
I have a lot of packs open up.
I only know my percentage or my it's about percentage. Like just because
Yeah,
last
yeah,
night
yeah,
I spent like an hour and a half seeing what I had last night.
yeah. I love that with the Elite Trainer box, they give you a checklist, the player
Yeah,
guide.
that's
So
exactly
I
what I was
use
using.
that. Yeah,
That's awesome.
yeah.
So I wasn't necessarily planning on asking this, but dude, you just have like such a good like positive vibe, like a good like I guess spirit about you. Like,
Right.
have you always had that? Is that something you developed, or is it you kind of always been like that?
Yeah. I always been like that for sure. I gotta apparently I was like that since I was a kid, based off my mom. She said that you will always have the spirit of you, like you just very energetic, you everywhere. You really your mind is flowing no matter what. So yeah, I have to say I've been like that ever since I was a kid.
Right. Well, I think it's a good thing, man. Like it's honestly, I like just talking with you. I just can't help but smiling. I feel good about life, just virtually being in your presence. So
Yeah,
I
me
just
too.
want
I
to say
really
that.
appreciate it. Yeah, I really appreciate it. Yeah, I just trying to stay humble, not trying to get caught up with anything like that. Uh, just trying to appreciate life, the moment. That's my big thing is just appreciating the moment. I try not to worry about the past. I'm not trying to worry, especially the future. It all starts today, especially with the future. So I'm not always trying to live the moment and not trying to have my moment take up by regret if I ever had any or whatever, you know. So always trying to stay positive. It's hard said than done. Believe me, it's really hard said than done. But I'm happy to hear that talking to me is very nice and putting a smile on your face because I feel the same way when I'm talking to you too. So
I appreciate that.
so yeah, virtual interactions is pretty cool.
Yeah, man, I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Well, I think we'll probably wrap up with some rapid fire questions. Get
All
to know
right.
you a little
Okay.
better.
Okay. That sounds good.
Okay. So, what's your favorite place that you've ever visited?
Oh, Oh, it gotta be. I just recently went to California. I went to San Francisco, and the
Hmm.
Golden Gate Bridge is so beautiful. I love that area. So that's my favorite spot right now.
Oh, that's nice. Actually, I grew up in the Bay Area, mostly in
Oh
the Bay Area.
yeah,
Yeah.
I love it there. That was my first time ever going to California. First time going out there, and I was like, "Oh my god, it's a nice place. I need to move
Uh-huh.
out here."
Yeah, I probably would live there if prices were different.
Yeah, prices is expensive for sure.
So, what's your all-time favorite Pokemon?
Oh yeah, okay. Look. It got to be Charizard, okay? I love Charizard before the hype came in. So, all-time favorite Pokemon is Charizard, hands down. I love Charmander, Charmeleon, and Charizard. I love the lineup, especially Charmeleon. I was so set on Charmeleon growing up because he was in the anime. He was so a very cool looking design, and I love red. That's the thing. I love red, and he was really red because Charmander is like orange. Charmeleon is really red, so I love Charmeleon, but like Charizard, that's my all-time favorite Pokemon.
Hmm. See, I have no hate against Charizard. No hate against
Right.
Charizard. I just always say I'm glad I'm not. I'm glad it's not my favorite because I'm like,
Right.
oh, that's an expensive card to
That's an
to try and
expensive.
collect.
Oh, for sure. Exactly. But it's really expensive. Like it's so crazy that Charizard is like the holy grail of almost any set.
Uh-huh.
If you put a Charizard in there, it's gonna be worth grabbing, you know.
Yeah, luckily Houndooms are not as expensive.
I'm happy that Houndoom getting the love that he needs, you know, that
Hmm.
he deserves. So
For sure.
for sure, Houndoom is a great Pokemon
He's a
design.
fantastic Pokemon.
Fantastic, bro.
So what's your favorite card that you currently own?
My favorite card is the shiny Charizard V Max I just pulled. Yeah, that's my favorite card right now.
Nice. I was actually watching that
Yeah, yeah,
video with my
yeah,
daughter earlier.
yeah. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's my favorite card because bro, it took me 300 packs to get. So I'm gonna glorify it. And it's so funny because I just ship out my cards to go get them graded at CGC. And I told myself, watch me pull this shiny Charizard right after I send my cards, and there it is.
Oh gosh. So do you have a card? It's probably a Charizard, I'm assuming. But do you have a card that you hope to get one day that you don't currently have?
Oh yeah, that shiny Houndoom. That's my besides Charizard, that's the number one I want to get right now. Is a shiny Houndoom Gold card for sure.
Dude, we're going to see which one of us gets it first.
Man, if you get it before me, I'm happy for you. I'll be jealous, but I'll be happy. Man,
Listen, I got a
so
booster box
bad.
downstairs I need to open up.
Man, me too. I got battle booster boxes, battle styles booster boxes. I got elite trainer boxes. I even got the Urshifu. I hope it doesn't take me that long to grab it, like it did with Charizard.
And well, I hope you pull it soon, man.
I really appreciate you too. Likewise.
Okay. What is your favorite kind of food?
Oh, macaroni and cheese. That's my
Really?
all-time favorite. Yes, oven baked macaroni and cheese. My mom put me on that with her home style cooking, and ever since I love give me a good plate of macaroni and cheese, I'm set.
Man, you and my daughter would get along very well because that's what she always wants to eat.
Yeah, hey, she got great taste.
So, last question, man. What makes you happy?
What makes me happy, man? Just being alive, to be honest, man. Like just being, because not many people can say that to fully live life, and that's what truly makes me happy. Just that I can enjoy life, uh, and just appreciate everything that comes my way, So that's what really makes me happy. My parents, my family, friends, job, all that, and just life in general makes me happy.
Dude, I love that, man. Dude, I am so glad we did this. I'm so glad I got to get to know you a little better.
Man, me
And
too. I really appreciate it.
and everyone, go and watch this. Go subscribe to this guy's channel, Fire Type Energy. And I know you're on Instagram. Are you anywhere else? Are you on TikTok, Twitter, anything, anywhere else?
Yeah, I'm on TikTok, Fire Type Energy, I believe that's my TikTok. Twitter is Fire Type Energy, and IG is Fire Type _energy. Somebody grabbed it. But yeah, just Twitter, TikTok should be the same. And I think that's it. Yeah. Facebook, Randrell Lewis. You can find me on Facebook as well if you want to follow me there as well.
Awesome. Go give this guy a follow. Seriously, you guys are not going to regret it. Just such a cool guy to follow.
Hey, I really appreciate you guys for checking out this video. And if you do subscribe and it's coming from him, let me know so I can just formally thank him, So I really appreciate it.
Okay, and Randrell, thank you so much again for being on the show.
Oh yeah, my pleasure. Thank you for having me. I really had a great time.
Same here, man.
All right, take care, man.
You too.